Hey Bulldogs, let's see what's happening this week on a sports-filled episode of Code Blue. We start the show with a recap of the boys basketball team's historic season. Then we get some info on our very own town elections. Next, we look at the softball team. And finally, we end the show with a look at the boys baseball team. Now please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Hey Bulldogs, I'm Malachi Desiree here with Joshua Solomon, and welcome back to another episode of Code Blue News.
Good afternoon, Bulldogs. Today seems a little odd because it's not your usual Friday morning.
Well, we have some good news, or some may say bad news, but there will be no school on Friday because it's Good Friday.
Well, that's a good Friday indeed.
Something else that's also good, is an opportunity given by Teen Talk. Teen Talk is a platform with videos that cover such topics such as mental health, friendships, confidence, and many more. They're looking for teenagers aged 13 through 19 who are interested in being content creators or marketing interns. For more information, be sure to check out their website or their app.
Also, reminder, juniors and seniors, prom tickets are being sold during lunch, leading up until April vacation. Tickets are $90 and you cannot purchase a ticket unless you pay your class dues.
As you probably know, our boys varsity basketball team made it far in the playoffs, unfortunately losing in the Final Four round. Chuck goes in depth with the team.
Down goes up for three and it is no good. White's going to run the clock out. This has been the Final Four game here at Framingham High. David Prouty wins big.
So close, yet so far. The 2023 Holbrook Bulldogs faced off against the David Prouty Panthers in the Final Four round. Here, the Bulldogs are defeated 85-58, a crushing defeat to such a successful and monumental season.
It's been an honor to play with this team. Those are my brothers. We went through thick and thin together throughout the season, so I'm just glad I got to be a part of something special.
This season was definitely important, I think, not only to me, but for the whole team. It was a couple of us last season. We came out, we lost the first game. A lot of people doubted us and didn't believe we'd make it that far in the state tournament.
Earlier this year, in a game against South Shore Christian Academy, Owen Burke broke 1,000 points on a pass from his brother, Keegan Burke.
Pass intended for Keegan. Keegan across the court to Burke. Burke for three. Bang! Owen Burke makes his three, and that is 1,000 career points.
Yeah, I knew I was kind of close to 1,000, so I think I was taking a lot more shots, just trying to get to that point. But right after that, I know our team and I know we are just locked in for the rest of the season, and our next goal was just to win. And we did a lot of winning this season. We had a couple of losses that we wish we could get back, but we really locked in and focused on trying to make it all the way.
While the Bulldogs didn't have the outcome they all wanted, this is the first team in more than 50 years to make it this far in the MIAA state tournament. For Code Blue News, I'm Chuck LaRossi. Back to you in the studio.
Y'all really did an amazing job to end off the season. Couldn't have been more proud of you guys. If you want to see an extended version, check out our brand new monthly show to be released at the end of April.
Really thought we were going to win that ring, but anyway. This Wednesday was the Winter Sports Banquet. Players, coaches, and family members were present to see awards handed out, notably Armani Perkins as boys basketball MVP and Alyssa Slayman as girls varsity MVP. Coach Gifford was also named the Boston Globe Division V Coach of the Year. Congratulations, everyone. And we can't wait to see what the future holds for teams next year.
Sports really seems to be the talk of the town recently.
Talk of the town? Something that's been happening in Holbrook that's truly been the talk of the town is the recent town elections.
Let's bring it over to Johan, who covers everything town elections.
The annual Holbrook town election took place last Saturday in the JFK and high school cafeteria. Here, townspeople voted in several new town officials such as Patricia E. Conway in place of Danny Lee for Board of Selectmen and Christopher Eddington in place of Richard P. Monahan for the planning board. But what makes this special election stand out is the number of people who came in to vote, totaling over 1,700, crushing the previous turnout of only 995.
I think a big thing that a lot of people have been talking about is change, right? They want new faces in government, new ideas, new people.
One reason people may point to this uptick in voters are the several hot-button issues affecting the town.
We've got a lot of issues, some including this transfer station that we're supposed to be getting that the town is split on. Half want them, half do not want them. We've got issues with our water, lots of PFAS going around, and we want good water to drink that we can drink from the tap and be able to bathe our kids and use the water, not have to be buying bottled water every week. We want our citizens to have a place to actually be able to go to. We want our kids to be able to enjoy the town.
Regardless, this election may prove to be a turning point in Holbrook politics. But for now, I'm Johan Rodriguez Vieira, and back to you in the studio.
For the full results of the election, it includes both the town clerk, Jean Terrera, and treasurer-collector, Tiffany Sheenan, retaining their seats by a wide margin, as well as new select board members, Katie Goldrick and Patty Conway, and new planning board member, Chris Eddington. This election has truly been a monumental one, as it's the first time 3 women have chosen to be in select board.
Moving forward, there will also be a National Junior Honor Society meeting today after school. All members should be in attendance.
Softball season has been on the rise with the next varsity game on Tuesday, April 11th at 3:30 p.m. at Bishop Connolly, as well as next Saturday, April 15th at 11:30 a.m. at Avon.
All this talk about softball makes me want to see how this team is doing.
No kidding. Well, let's see what's happening with the segment by the one and only Gavin. Take it away.
That's it!
Spectacular. This year in Holbrook sports has been nothing short of it. But when it comes down to the Holbrook softball team, they've been used to it for years.
It'll definitely be hard to recreate the season that we had last year because we had a lot of older players.
Don't get down on yourself and let a few runs kind of dictate where the inning goes. Stay in the game.
My goal for the season is hopefully that every girl on the team improves and takes something from it, and that we can leave a team for next year that can keep being successful as they get older, because we do have a very young team.
Senior captains Mary Walker, Alyssa Slayman, and Kylie Eschner only have the task of playing at the high school level throughout the season, but also leading their young teammates.
Some leadership qualities I have to take on is to try and keep the girls focused during games and not let up the other team just because we're winning.
I was coached by Christina during volleyball, so it's not much of a difference from her then and now in softball.
They know what I expect as a coach, and I know what to expect from them as players.
A lot of the responsibilities fall on the seniors like me, Alyssa, Mary, but as a whole, all the girls have had to step up and take it more serious because a lot of our team relies on younger girls. It's definitely sad to understand that this is my last season because I've been playing softball for so long.
I'm excited to be done with school, but I'll definitely be sad that I can't play sports anymore.
I'm excited to have these as memories and to move on to whatever's next for me, but it is very sad. I think we'll do pretty good in this season. I mean, it's only the beginning, and we're just going to keep getting better and better throughout.
I think after 2 games, it's tough to tell. Yesterday, we were missing Sydney. So that's our starting catcher. So for Molly to step up and play that position was big. Still hoping that we can come out of it with more wins than losses.
A lot of the girls have stepped up and shown that they are one of the biggest contributors on the team. The girls like Sid, Molly, all of them have shown that we have the chance to be very competitive this year.
Constantly being the most successful team in Holbrook sports, finishing with the records of 16-4 and 16-3 in their past 2 seasons. The pressure to keep the team rolling is definitely there. This has been Gavin Moore reporting for Code Blue News. Back to you in the studio.
Softball is truly one of my favorite sports.
Sure is one of mine too. Don't forget that there's also the varsity baseball team as they started up this season with a strong win against Bristol Aggie Chieftains last Friday, but unfortunately lost to West Bridgewater on Monday.
They hope to redeem themselves as they take on South Shore Tech next Monday, April 10th at 3:30 p.m. and Wednesday, April 12th at 3:30 p.m. Against South Shore Christian Academy, then further in the week, they play Saturday, April 15th, 10 a.m. at Avon.
I will definitely be making it to every game, Mal. What about you?
Well, Josh, I will most definitely be at home trying to hit champ.
Okay, but for me, I have only the highest of hopes for this team, but I think we'll leave Kai to tell us more about them. Kick it.
Come on, Brady. Dig it out, dig it, dig it, dig it, dig it!
Spring marks new beginnings, new opportunities, and a new baseball season. With the HMHS baseball team going 3-10 last year, the players are looking not only to improve as a team, but to better themselves.
I think we have a very, very good group of kids that can hit. Not a very top-heavy lineup, so we can actually get some runs in.
This year, we're really going to do something, and our hitting's been looking great.
The depth of the team is probably our strength. We just have a lot of people to back up.
Strength of the team, pitching definitely. You got a strong pitching squad: Tyler Davis, Sam Hobart, Ethan Carey.
The team, led by Captain Ethan Carey Prendable and coached by Mr. Walsh, Mr. Bogue, and Bill Curtis, do have some things they need to improve on.
I think our biggest weakness is defense. It's always been a big weakness with us. We can put up a couple runs, but playing defense, not making as many errors and giving the game away has been a big problem in the past.
Unfortunately, our team speed isn't that good. But I brought up some little younger kids to probably run the bases, pinch run and whatnot.
Weaknesses, communication for now. Or like I said, since we're a young team, try to get communication up and on the field and off the field.
Overall, the Bulldogs' goals for the season is to try to make it to the playoffs.
Going 500 at least. Having at least an equal season would be good for us, for me and the whole team.
I'd like to try to make the tournament. We have 18 games. We have to win 9 of them. If we can hit 9 wins, then we'll make the tournament.
I just hope to be better than what people think we should be.
The Bulldogs' next game is Monday, April 10th at 3:30 p.m. This has been Kai Forbes with Code Blue News. Back to you in the studio.
I can't wait to see what this spring season has in store for us.
You literally read my mind, Malachi. For our final announcements, track had its first meet, and it seems we outran our competition.
For first place in the 1 and 2 mile race is Thomas Hoff. First place for the 100 meters is Nia Baker. First place for the 400 meters is Chloe Bonin. And first place for javelin is Sam Didos. We hope track team keeps up the good work.
But that's all for this week. I'm Joshua Solomon.
And I'm Malachi Desiree. We'll see you next Friday.